What's up, guys? Frugal BC here. It is a 3-month anniversary since I signed up with Celsius, and I want to give you my review of how it went. We're going to cover all that on today's Frugal BC. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about my 3-month review with Celsius. So it was about 3 months ago that I signed up for Celsius and started transferring some assets over from my Coinbase account. I was initially attracted to Celsius because of its low fees and its reward structure. So we're going to talk about that today. First, I'd love it if you hit that like button. And if you'd subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome too. We have a growing community of crypto enthusiasts that learn from my experiments. The whole point of my channel is to do experiments in crypto. So you don't have to. You can learn from my experience. I'm just a regular guy like you, and I do these crypto experiments. I do a lot of research, and the whole point is to do this so you don't have to. And that's what we're doing right today with our Celsius 3-month review. So I want to start off with some of the basics, like Celsius. It's this platform. They hold 41 different coins available to buy. And one of the big features of Celsius, I want to say it's an exchange, but it's not really exchange because you can't swap between assets. In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to get into that's coming. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But what's cool is that when you hold your coins in Celsius, you actually make a percentage each week. You get paid out a percentage depending on the coin. So like Bitcoin, it's like 6.62% all the way up to 1 full Bitcoin. And then after that, the percentage drops quite a bit. US dollar coin, when I started, it was 8.8%. Now it's up to over 10. I think it's 10.8%. It's pretty crazy that it jumped up that much. And it's important to know, because you might wonder, well, how are they paying these rewards? Where are they coming from? So there's not some mechanism by which you're staking Bitcoin and earning Bitcoin because of the Bitcoin, right? Whereas like, so for Algorand, if you guys have watched my Algorand videos, you earn by holding it in the wallet, but you're actually helping the network to grow. So you're helping the network to do transactions. And so you're actually providing a service by holding it in your wallet. And so you're getting a percentage back. It's around 6% or so. That's not the case with Celsius. What they do is they actually earn money through their lending platform, as well as they have been mining Bitcoin for a while. So anyway, I want to get to the good aspects and the bad aspects of Celsius. There's some things I didn't like about it, but I can't complain about the rewards. So one thing I'm going to start with, I have made, in that 3 months, I have made $49.86 on staking, on just earning rewards from holding my coins in the platform. So that's about 1.68% of my total balance. So I guess you could kind of figure out how much Bitcoin / other coins I have over there. I moved all my US dollar coin, which I kind of keep as something of a cash account. It's not super liquid, so that's kind of a bummer, but and so Bitcoin, I got ADA and some Polygon, but mostly it's Bitcoin. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. The rewards, like I said, are really good. There's other ones that have good rewards too. Coinbase is not one of them, but like Gemini are pretty good. Some of the other ones are pretty good, like BlockFi and stuff. It kind of all depends on what you're looking for. And there are 41 total coins available, which if you have Coinbase, you will think like, well, that's not very much, but I actually think that's a pretty good amount for an exchange of this size. Now, this isn't an exchange that you're going to keep you're not going to do all your business on. This is one you're going to kind of move over funds that you want to hold for a while and you want to earn on. So, stuff you plan to trade often, you're not going to do it on there. You can't swap between assets, not yet. We're going to talk about that in a second. This is where you hold it, basically. At least that's my impression. That's how I'm using it. It's been pretty easy to use after the sign up process. I'll get to that and the downsides. And they have a 0-fee Bitcoin to ETH swap feature coming soon. In fact, I just signed up for the beta today. and it's going to be zero fee. So you won't have to pay any fees, which again, that's another thing that they're clearly subsidizing. It's kind of like Bitcoin, or Coinbase does the same thing, because they have they have it all like in-house. So they're just moving funds around in-house versus actually, doing a real legitimate swap when you change from one to the other. Some of the bad now, people have been trouble. So one of the upsides that I don't know if I actually skipped over, sorry about that. One of the things I skipped over was good. They have good promos for like when you hold Bitcoin or some of the other coins in your account. So if you add a certain amount and you keep it in there for a while, you can actually earn a pretty good, nice little, like if you hold 400 Bitcoin for a certain amount of time, you get like $50 more in Bitcoin. It's not always the same. A lot of times you hold one asset, but you still get Bitcoin as a return. So one of the downsides is people have said that they've had trouble getting their bonus from the reward codes. And I honestly cannot tell if I got my rewards or not. I'm not sure about all the transactions I made. I think one of them might be, but it said I got paid out. The reward codes in the reward section say I got paid out on the 27th of September. And I do not see any codes, any payments on the 27th at all. There's no transactions under the transaction. So I'm not sure if I got it. I saw one that maybe could have been, but I'm not 100% sure. I just really don't know. So buying on the platform seems really difficult. I've tried a couple times and then I just gave up and bought through Coinbase. So be aware of that. I'm sure other people have had easier times, but it just seems to cycle. There's a lot of processes in the Celsius system that just don't seem to work. In fact, the sign up was really clunky. I tried to sign up through Facebook and then it didn't work, but later it did. I talked about this in my initial video. It was weird because it treated me like I hadn't set up an account, but then when I went to log in, it said, "Oh, you already have an account." I was like, "Well, how can that be?" So eventually, I figured it out. It was just kind of clunky compared to other platforms I signed up for. They should really work on that, I think. And yeah, actually, that's all the downside. So I mean, overall, the thing I like is I feel like it's pretty easy to swap assets between, say, like a Coinbase account and Celsius. I'm planning to do some. I bought some more Bitcoin through Coinbase that I was planning to keep as sort of a profit-taking amount. And it kind of doesn't look like that need is going to come soon. So I'm thinking I should probably swap it over to Coinbase so that I make money on, so I'm earning more interest on that. And later on, I can always swap it over. It's actually pretty easy to go back and forth. I mean, you just have to copy and paste addresses, and it does take some time. So be aware of that. It's not going to happen instantaneously. I had one, I think I did an 801 that took a really long time. And it made me pretty nervous because, it sucks. Like you just don't want to see that money disappear. Ideally it would be instant, but of course it doesn't work that way. And you have to be really careful because some coins, such as like US dollar coin, I think is one of them, where it's actually pretty expensive to send. Now you're going to make it back in rewards if you hold it there a long time. I've already made back the amount I spent in rewards, but it kind of sucks to lose that money initially. So that's something to be aware of. This is why I think you should hold it for long term, because it can be expensive sending some of these assets over, and you want to make sure that you're going to make more in returns than you do sending it over. So I probably wouldn't do anything with Ethereum. I haven't sent any Ethereum. I keep it all in my Coinbase just because I don't want to deal with that. But otherwise, this is a great platform that you can make a pretty good return on. You just have to be aware of some of the pitfalls and be mindful of them. I don't know, the not getting the promo amounts kind of sucks, but at the same time, like I'm still making money from staking. So, or from, I don't know if it's really staking, legitimate staking, but from keeping it in the account, I'm getting rewards that I'm happy with. So I probably should write to them and make sure I've gotten my amounts. In fact, I might do that tonight yet. Otherwise, I think that's it for this week. If you guys are using Celsius, I'd love to hear about your experience. Tell me how it went. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Anything or something I've gotten wrong, let me know about that too. But otherwise, I'm really curious to hear from you guys and how you experienced it. With that, I am Frugal BC, and we will see you in the future.